This episode of Funjelah, we have Carolanne Miljavac. If you forget her name, just think poltergeist. Carolanne, go into the light. I actually really loved that movie growing up because I loved all scary, awful things like that. But so anyway, a little detour here in this intro with Carolanne Miljavac. We have a great conversation. She shares with us some really great stories from her childhood, her inspiration into starting her comedy career, being her niece who tragically passed away. And so we have some really heartfelt moments, some really funny moments. And she's an author of multiple books. Okay, she's an author, she's a comedian, she's a viral sensation, and we have a great conversation. You're gonna enjoy it, but before you enjoy it, don't forget to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and tell everybody why you love this podcast. Tell everybody what was your favorite episode so far that you would recommend that they start with listening to. Also, I'm on tour. Go to my website, Anjelah.com. See when I'm coming to a city near you because my tour is coming to an end. So check that out, Anjelah.com. And if you want to tell us what you're grateful for or what you're mad about, your matitude, you can do it multiple ways. Danielle will tell you how to do that.
Yes. So if you would like to leave us a voicemail, give us a call at 747-300-5380 or email us at funjelahpodcast@gmail.com. Or while you are on Anjelah.com buying tickets, there is a form there that you can fill out as well.
That's right. So for now, enjoy this episode of Funjelah with Carolanne Miljavac.
No, my sister's in Alabama. We would totally do that if we were around each other.
You have one sister?
Mm-hmm.
What's the age difference?
She's 4 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but everyone thinks I'm the older one.
Why?
Of my height, not my wrinkles. So.
Let's get something straight. My height, not my
clear.
wrinkles. I'm taller. That's the only reason why. My sister is 3 years older than me, and but she's definitely the older sister. There's no question about it. Like nobody will ever think I was older than her. She's just very mature. She's the family organizer. She's just the mom.
OCD.
She's the older sister.
That's what mine's like. She's very clean.
Are
you
not?
Organized? Oh, I'm chaos all the time. I thrive in chaos.
Yeah. Are you guys best friends?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It took a while.
Oh, it did? Tell me about that.
Probably when I was old enough to go to the club with her is when we really started to bond.
Yeah, there it is.
And I've seen, actually, you know what's so funny?
Hilarious.
I saw you do this and I was like, that is 100% what we used to do. She would go up and then pass her ID back. She has blonde hair and green eyes. Yeah. So I was like, I relate to that bit so hard right now. The like just turning around, like, or just looking down, just, we used to do that all the time in my zebra print like pant body shop.
Your go-to going out pants.
Yes.
That's what we called them.
Hooker. They were just straight hooker.
We were looking and be like, where's my going out pants? They had a name, going out pants.
Yeah. I had a pair that had newspaper articles all over them. So I'd just be like,
were those from Wet Seal?
Extra, read all about it.
Yeah. My sister, so we grew up sharing a room and
same.
Like we were forced best friends basically. But I think we became like actual best friends because I was, she had to hang out with me at first, like take your sister. Can I go do this? Take your sister. It was like one of those kind of things. So it was like, that's how we grew up. But then at a certain point, when I could start wearing makeup now and then she could wear makeup and now we were actually like friends, we're like, oh, okay. And then we would go out together and like, so it was that kind of thing. Then it was like, oh, okay, now you're not just annoying sister. Now we're homegirls. And now I talk to my sister like 5 times a day. She's my go-to phone call in the car. Just as soon as I hit reverse coming out the garage, I'm like, Siri, call Veronica. You know what I mean? Like immediately. Call
That's right. If I have to run errands, I have a list of people that I go down and I
roll calls.
Yeah. There's 2. It's my mom and my sister. And then I just keep doing both of them over until somebody answers and I just get more and more angry.
Yeah.
That's my attitude.
Yeah, that's funny. That is a good attitude. It's like when your mom or your sister doesn't answer the phone, you're like, the audacity.
Yeah, where are you at? What are you doing?
What?
And what's so funny is that my mom actually, one time I wasn't talking to her enough when I was in college already. And she got so mad that she showed up at my boyfriend's house and stole my car. She took my car. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Crazy Southern Baptist lady. And she took her car, took it back to the house, and wouldn't want to give it back to me because I had not called her enough.
That's hilarious.
She was like, that's my car now.
So did you walk out and go, where's my car? Somebody stole it.
No, I was in the street trying to block her. Like,
my
a
gosh.
scene. I was making a whole scene, calling my papa, like, it's my, because he bought me the car. And so I'm like, it's my car. You bought it for me. She's crazy, whatever. She gets it home. I get him to take me to the house because I had a spare key. And I just like snuck up to the car and got in as quick as I could before she saw me out the window.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it was drama. It was some, I grew up like Jerry Springer atmosphere for sure.
Okay. But then after that, did it take a while for things to like be cool again? Or is that just normal? You're like the next day, you're like, Mom, what, are you doing? What, like,
well, we were kind of used to that kind of craziness. But the thing she was most mad about was that she got in the car and I had a CD that I'd spent a month burning with, I mean, the songs, like probably,
well, how old are you? We'll tell you if we know the songs.
Okay. Well, I'm 41.
Okay. I'm 43. I know your songs. Go ahead.
Okay. So there was one that I used to listen to. I don't know if y'all ever heard this one. I was so ratchet. It was called, but I can't say the word, but it was Pee Poppin'. Do you remember this word?
Sing it.
Pee poppin' in a handstand.
Hey.
Pee poppin'.
Hey.
Pee poppin'.
Hey.
Pee poppin', pee poppin', pee
Hey,
poppin'
hey,
in a handstand. That's what it was. That's the beat. And it
And
was
your
so
mom
good.
put it on and she said,
Dude, she got in that car.
I rebuke this.
Yes.
Yeah.
She got in that car to steal her daughter's, vehicle because I wasn't talking to her. Immediately, pee poppin' is blaring out the radio. And at that time, you had to roll the window down,
wow.
So she actually made the effort going 70 miles an hour down the highway to roll a window down
And she
and
chucked
toss it out the window. Broke it, just shattered it out. I was more mad about that than the fact she took the car. So yeah, I've so many things like that happened.
What city did you grow up in? Where is this?
Jasper, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yes,
Ay.
Alabama. Yeah. It's a really very small, teeny tiny little country town in Alabama. And that was like, I mean, the whole town knew about everything that was happening. And
so somebody found your CD on the side of the road.
I'm sure they were like,
this
is Carolanne's. This is Carolanne's.
Carolanne's.
Nisa found out. That's what it was. Yeah, that's how grew up in Jasper, and then went to college and met my husband, and he drug me up here to Missouri. Because I kept getting pregnant, and he was like Catholic and stuff. So he's like, we better get married.
No way. Hilarious. How many kids did you have before you got pregnant?
I was right after the second one. He proposed.
Before you got married.
I was like, what do you mean? I will say.
No. I meant, how many kids did you have before you got married?
No, he did it right. He did propose after the first pregnancy.
Oh, he did it right.
He did it right. We didn't actually get married until after the second pregnancy. Okay. But that's just because, we were busy.
They had a packed calendar, so you had to find the right spot.
You guys met in college.
Yeah, he played baseball at UAB in Birmingham, and I played softball. I was a college softball player at Faulkner University down in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay. Also a very Church of Christ college. Didn't know until I got there.
Okay.
I'll never forget the first day I walked up. I had on just normal. They weren't even hoochie shorts. They were normal shorts. And I walked past the cafeteria because it has huge windows, and all of them came running outside like I was a straight up harlot. And we're like, get in there and cover your kneecaps.
Cover your kneecaps?
Yes, the kneecaps. It was so crazy. So, yeah, I was fully rebellious.
Oh, you were that girl.
Oh, yeah. We were the bad girl. It didn't take much to be the bad girl on that campus. I mean, really, if your toes were painted, it was like.
Ooh, she a hoe.
Yeah, I was always rebellious.
I heavily relate to this.
Did you go to
my first year of college was a very, very famous conservative Christian college, and I did not realize how strict they were. I went to a Christian high school. Like, I dressed what I assumed was regular. And yeah, my first week I wore a skirt that I also thought by the way, was my longest skirt. I was like, this is my most longest conservative skirt that I own. And again, they were like, how dare you show your knees? I cannot believe we're seeing knee right now.
That's wild.
And called me out in the cafeteria, like caused like a scene. And I was like,
shame.
I never wore a skirt. The rest of the year I was there, I never wore a skirt. I was like, you got me. I'm going to hell.
Wow.
The end is near.
Oh no.
That's wild.
But it's insane.
Wild.
And I was like, and I still stand by that was a very nice conservative skirt.
It probably was.
Yeah,
You
they
probably
were
didn't like a whore
crazy.
at all.
No.
You know? That's what it was. It threw me for a loop. And I did grow up Baptist, but I mean, I was probably around 7 when my mom finally started going to church. And so we had already seen too much, at that point. And we had been
we
feral.
were already tainted.
Yes, we were. I mean, we were straight feral. We were those kids running around barefoot at the Walmarts.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it was a big switch up for us when she started going to church. And I mean, it was like Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, in between choir practice, children's church. We were there every day.
Committed.
And at the time, I did not appreciate it at all. I didn't. I was also very tomboy, so I didn't like to wear like dresses and pantyhose and big bows on my head. And my mom. I'll tell you a story. This is a crazy story. Okay, so I didn't feel like I fit in at church very much at all because everyone there seemed like very well-to-do, as it often does seem like that.
Right.
And we just wore our struggle on our sleeve. It was very clear. My mom worked like 3 jobs. I had to stay away from home dad, so I felt a little bit like we didn't really belong in there, and things would happen to make it so much worse. Like I had a stomach virus at one time, and my mom she really didn't want me to miss children's church.
Oh no.
So she dropped me off. To her defense, I felt okay at the time.
I told her it was fine.
I was fine. And I'm sitting in the middle of we had this big auditorium for children's church, and it's got like that white tile flooring, and all the kids are sitting there, and we're listening to the nice, sweet Southern Baptist ladies tell us the stories and all the things. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my whole body raised up off that ground. Like I popped up off the ground, and I was like, oh no, what do you even do? Like I didn't know what to do. So I kind of tried to I went into fix it mode because growing up when we figured things out, right?
Okay.
You just figured it out. You can't Google it. You're in a tough spot. You got to figure it out. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I can get out of this, So I started to slide myself back out of the circle. And then I was like, oh no, we're not going to do that. And then finally the lady catches eye contact with me, probably because I'm sitting in the circle, just, death staring her. And she comes down. She goes, are you okay? And I said, poop. I think I might have pooped in the floor a little bit. What do you do?
How old are you?
I was like 7.
Oh.
And I'll never in my life forget the sounds of these sweet Southern women trying not to let me hear them gagging in the bathroom. They were it was so sweet. I mean, they were right outside the stall, just, baby, listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's just a bodily, we all. But things like that would happen to me all the time. It's, I think, probably why I became a comedian was because all these crazy things I would go through. Yeah. And I always tell people all this joy I get to bring y'all with all these stories now later in life. So, yeah.
When did you become a comedian?
31. I was 31.
How did it all happen for you?
Or actually, no, I wasn't. I'm so much older than I thought I was. 31 was when my first video went viral, actually. Okay. And then I'm a baby comedian. It's like 6 years. 2019 was my first show.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I still I've headlined 4 tours now, but I still feel like I'm for sure a baby.
Sure, yeah. So. You're new in your stand-up career, but you're still out there crushing it.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. It's been amazing. That's funny because one of the gratitudes that I had for you was silly women and goofy women.
Let's talk about it.
When I was little, and I'm talking, we lived in a trailer park, we're struggling, but I would take so much joy in watching women like Carol Burnett and Gilda Radner. And in college, I was watching you, girl. Just these women who are so free to just be who they are. And, you know, when you're being silly and goofy, that's like the core of who you are.
Yeah.
And when I was watching y'all do that, it made me feel like, well, I could do it too, you know? And that just, I mean, like that sparked a seed.
Yeah.
That it stayed planted for a very long time, clearly. I mean, it's only been 6 years since I said yes. But when I was a kid, like people like you and other just free to be silly women made me feel valuable.
That's so cool, man. What was your first, so you were watching my videos, you're watching Carol, you're watching Gildy, you're watching all these women that you're like, they're silly, they're free, I can do that. What was your first, I'm going to try, and here's my effort at trying? What was that?
Well, it was sparked by, oh gosh, this is such a fun podcast, but it was sparked by the biggest tragedy our family has ever experienced, which I do feel like tragedies will do that. They'll break everything open and they remove all those cares, you know? Because by the time that I was, like I said, my first video went viral when I was like 31. At that point, I had all these kids, and I'm just doing the everyday, normal, stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of the home, try to figure out how to make a little money to help my husband out. Just very normal life. Like none of those things, like parts of me that were gifts from God that I was not aware of yet, none of those things were present in the like front of my brain. So, my sister she has 2 daughters, and her youngest daughter, Anjelah, in 2014 was diagnosed with cancer. And it was very unexpected. So they thought they were going in for tonsils. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And they left the hospital straight to St. Jude.
No.
Yes.
How old was she?
She had just turned 6 at the time. Yeah. And so, that happened. And then I went to visit her. I was pregnant with my 3rd baby. And it was just the most eye-opening thing I've ever seen in my life. Like being in that hospital and seeing all of the babies and the children and the families and the parents and what they were going through. And I'm a parent, you know, so witnessing what my sister was going through, but also witnessing the way that there were so many people in that building giving these kids joy, that sat with me really, really hard. And when I came home, I was sitting in my driveway in my car by myself where I do all the things. And I was just grieving. I wasn't praying or anything like that. I was just sad. Yeah. And in that moment, I think I had like the very first time that I experienced actually feeling the Holy Spirit. And I felt it very heavy, very heavy. Just fill it up the car. Like my tears dried up and I just felt at peace. And I felt in my heart that I was supposed to speak in some way, and I didn't know what that meant, you know, at the time. But I said, you know what? I'm so tired of caring what other people think and just living to just like do the daily motions every single day. And I think so many people have gifts and callings that they've been blessed with, and they just shove them down because they just feel like, well, I'm just a normal person. I'm just doing the normal thing and whatever. And that was probably the first time that I was like, no, there's something I'm supposed to do. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. And I still didn't know. I still had no idea. I always knew that I was going to be the person in the group that was making people laugh, but that just felt like that's just part of.
That's my personality.
Just,
I'm that friend.
It's not a gift. It's just, you know, thank God I have it because so many horrible, embarrassing things happen to me all the time. But about a year and a half later, you know, she passed away.
Wow.
Yeah. And sorry, she did, but she sparked something in my soul that made me want to just like go out there and make a difference, you know, in people's lives. And whatever way it was that God gave me, for me, it just happened to be laughter. And so not long after that is when I made my first video that I did not intend to go viral at all. People plan for it now. People are algorithms figured out and they're scheduling it. That was not the case. It was I was supposed to post a workout video because I was a beach body coach, and that's how I was making that money. And I just ended up, Push It Good came on the radio while I was working out, and I just happened to be filming, but I did what we all do, and I dropped the weights, and I went to town, right, with the 2 kids in the background screaming and crying over a Caillou. And they sounded like dying cats back there. And halfway into it, I got so into it, I choked on my spit.
Oh.
But I fully recovered and kept going.
Won't he do it?
And that he works in mysterious ways. You know? And that video, I made it and I watched it back and I obviously laughed. I was like, that is so silly. And I didn't want to post it because I was like, oh, that's embarrassing, but it is funny. And that still quiet voice came up again, that same voice I heard in my car, and it said, you know, speak. Wow. And so I posted it and I didn't think anything of it. I went to sleep and I woke up the next day and my mom is calling me and she's like, Carolanne, you're going to be on Ellen. I was like,
oh my God.
So what do you mean? She goes, your video has like 20,000 views. And I was like, Mom, it takes so much more to get on Ellen. But then I think it was about, and maybe an hour later, it was well over 1 million. And then it just kept soaring. And I got so scared immediately. I got so scared because I had never seen anybody have a video go viral, no matter what it was, without people being so awful to them in the comments. I mean, they would find anything. And I was oh my gosh, I've got my pixie cut and my sweats. And I was an easy target, in this video.
Here they come.
Yeah. So it was a decision to leave it and give it to God and see what happens. And then I just kept they just kept going viral over and over and over and over. And all of a sudden I had this platform to speak.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it just led to books and
sheesh.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very unconventional entrance into doing stand-up.
I love your story. This is your story. This is
Thank you.
special. This is unique. This is your gift from God, and how special that your niece gets to play a part in your gift from God in wrapping it up and giving it to you, and having this platform that you get to bring joy to people, like people who are hurting. You, out of your hurting, like it came from that, you get to give people this gift of joy. Like, how special is that? That's pretty incredible.
And that's so true for just so much of what we go through can be repurposed. And I just like, there's one thing everyone can relate to. It's grief. We've all experienced it. And one thing that I feel like is such a gift from God is the ability to laugh. And if you have that, if you have the sense of humor, if you maintain that, I feel like it's a bridge back to hope when you're feeling lost. And so to be able to be someone who can provide that bridge for an hour, hour and a half, whatever, I feel like that's such a gift.
How has I think we were off camera when we were talking about being besties with our sisters. So you're best friends with your sister, right?
Well, we had to go through some. We shared a room as well, like you said.
Yeah.
However, we're very different. So she's very OCD, very organized, very clean, and I'm just chaos. And so she very much. There was a divided line right down the middle of that room, and you could see who. I had Hanson posters. She had Bush.
No, what?
Wait, not that kind of Bush. Like. Gavin.
Okay. I was like, wait, she was a fan of the president?
Like, George W?
the senior?
Gavin Rossdale.
Oh, Gavin Rossdale.
Are we drawing a blank right now?
Wait, Bush, is that a band?
Gwen Stefani's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, because here's the thing. What do you mean Bush?
That's the name of his band.
B-U-S-H-E? Is there E?
It's B-U-S-H. Glycerine. Y'all didn't like rock, huh?
No.
It's like kind of like rock.
No.
I don't know what I'm thinking then, because I'm seeing an E at the end of this name. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know this. It's white.
I didn't get into secular music until I was in high school.
No, we were heathen straight up. So
what was their hit song? What was
Glycerine was one. There's so many.
Are you saying glycerin?
Yeah, glycerine.
Glycerine.
Glycerine. That's how he says it in the song. Glycerine. And then he says some word that I don't know what it is.
Glycerin,
but it sounds
like the
Mad
ingredient.
Marty.
Okay, it is glycerin. I just looked.
Thank you. Yes, y'all are gonna have to listen to it after
glycerine.
This. There's no way you're gonna listen to the song and have
glycerine.
never heard it. my God.
Because I also at first thought we were saying glistening, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
She had a poster of glistening, and do you know, okay, but y'all know who Hanson is, right?
I do know Hanson.
We do know Hanson.
Okay,
I do know Hanson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor was my man, and so that's what I had.
I got you some bop. I don't know nothing about glycerine.
When you listen to it, you're gonna be like, I know this song.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna play it after because I would
Yeah.
like to also.
It'll be the
know.
outro to this episode.
But so we were very different. And when she would I would do things to really tick her off. So she would leave and I would go. We were very poor, but so she was not about to live that life.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had a job from the time she was like 15, so she could get her nice
Go ahead, sister.
clothes. And J. Crew, she would order these.
Ooh, J. Crew, she is rich.
J. Crew,
Oh.
gorgeous sweaters, and she
Uh-huh.
would leave, and I would take my silly self and I would cake her makeup on my face, and
Uh-huh.
she was about 20 shades darker than me.
Uh-huh,
'Cause
okay.
she lived in the tanning bed, and then I would go get her J. Crew sweaters
Oh no.
and put them on
Oh no.
and just be her for
Oh.
a little while, pretend I was her, and then I'd hear her pull it up and I would rip it off
Oh no.
and just put it right back where it was,
Oh no.
and her
Oh no.
makeup
Yep.
would be just
Nope.
caked
Nope.
on that thick, gorgeous J. Crew
Oh no.
cow neck sweater.
Oh.
And so she was angry at me
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
And,
I'd be too.
Yeah, and she kind of had a mouth on her as well. And when my mom first got into church, she wanted to immediately change what we were allowed to watch,
Oh.
and which didn't fly well with us because I'm named after the little girl from Poltergeist. Like, we've seen everything. What do you mean?
I loved that movie growing up.
Dude,
Poltergeist?
Me too. My sister wanted me to look
Were you
like
really
her.
named after
Yes.
Carolanne?
Yes. Go into the light. Yeah.
Going to the light,
Yes.
Carolanne.
Yeah. My sister was like, she wanted me to have that long, beautiful blonde hair and blue eyes. And I came out like,
Yeah.
just trolled her so hard. But so she told us we couldn't watch Dawson's Creek. And that was a big deal for us. We really, that was a big deal.
Like, you were watching it and she was like, now you can't
No, she
finish
said
it.
we weren't. It hadn't released yet. We were
Okay,
waiting
okay,
for it
okay.
to release. And she said
Okay.
we were not going to watch it because
Ah.
Dawson and Joey were in the bed together.
Oh.
And I was like, I have seen between
will
the
not
squiggly
watch
lines on
fornication.
Skinamax.
Oh.
You know?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, we used to watch that too.
Yes. Did you do this so
Oh
you could
my-
see it?
Yes.
Yes. I
We
knew what
would-
they were
because
doing.
it was like the HBO, the
Yes.
Playboy channel. We didn't have any of these like pay-per-view channels, but they would have like the dirty programs.
Oh,
would
yeah, they
have
did.
the sex,
Mhm.
okay? But it would be like squiggly, like that, but you could still see the bodies moving. And so we would watch the dirty things happening
Yeah.
through.
Was it squiggly because you didn't pay for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom's not gonna, we're not going to
Obviously.
have cable. You kidding me?
Right. Got it.
USA.
Oh my
no
gosh.
way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we used to do that too. Be like, oh my gosh, the dirty channel's
Yeah.
on, and then we
You could see a nipple sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I knew it was a nipple.
Oh,
Oh,
for sure.
interesting.
And we would
Yeah.
invite the neighbor girls that lived behind us. They were sisters
Come watch
too.
it with us.
They would come to our house, and then we would all watch the squiggly nakedness.
Isn't that wild? Because now
Yes.
you see that like on commercials.
Yeah, because you weren't
I
allowed
know.
to see it, so it was like, wow,
wow,
and then it's like through
crazy.
the, you know,
Yes. And
You're
so
like doing that thing where you're like, if you unfocus
yeah,
your eyes a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like you can tell what they're doing. You know?
Everybody go like this. Go like this. You can see it. You can see it.
So having seen all of that, and Tales from the Crypt, we used to watch Tales from the Crypt.
And now you can't even watch Dawson's Creek.
No, now we can't even watch Dawson's Creek, and we weren't ready for that switch up. So she would make me stand at the TV with my finger on the channel button because we didn't have a remote, and and we also didn't have a doorknob because we're Baptist now, and so my mom would just
yep.
peer through the hole where the knob was. And so I just had to stand up. I couldn't even enjoy the show because I was just panicked, you know.
Because you had to get ready to
I
change
had to
it.
get ready to change it. And so she's just chilling, enjoying her program with
Oh.
a bowl of cereal, and I'm just sweating. And I was so scared. My mom ended up just busting up in there, and I freaked out and I turned the volume all the way up.
Oh no! Right when they were in the
no.
bed. Mhm.
Yes, I'm sure they were. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I blacked out. And my sister made a smart remark, and I'll never forget. My mom walked over and she whacked her right across the face,
Oh.
and there was cereal dripping down the wall.
Oh no!
And I mean, at first I was kind of like, "You deserve it," and then I was like, "Well, that was kind of a lot, you know." So I was like, "Mom, you know, that was a little much. You didn't have to do that. And she's like, you want one to match it? And no, ma'am. I don't even know what this show is. I was trying to read my Bible, and she was like, you know. So yeah, it took us a minute to get there with each other, but probably when I was around 15 or so. And then she went to college, and it was like somebody died.
Oh,
how upset I was. Did y'all go through that? Like where one left?
Girl.
I say she went to college. She really went to go work at Applebee's and get pregnant.
Okay.
But, that's what really happened. But yeah, I'll never forget like going to drop her off, and I was devastated. People don't realize that with siblings, when one like your whole nothing's the same anymore. You grow up, and that's the family unit. I think about that with my kids now, because my oldest is 16. And so I'm already like trying to figure out ways to get her to stay with me till she's 23.
At least 23.
At least. I feel like that's still that's your baby.
Yeah. What do they call it? Gap year? When you
when you like take a year off after high school, but before you go to college. Yeah,
gap year. Just get a gap era.
Listen, you know what? You don't even actually have to worry about it, because I stayed at home till I was 25 because I couldn't afford anything. So just
make it so she can't afford anything.
Yeah, and then she'll stay.
Well, I think inflation's doing that quite well.
Yes, she's already in a good spot. I think
that's what I'm telling her. I'm like, you might as well just stay.
You might have her until like 32, easy.
I would actually be okay with it.
Your plan is working out great.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? I mean, it's a good thing I had her when I felt like I was like a teen mom.
I mean, I was 25.
Think you were. I was 25.
I'm not real good at math, but I think you were.
I'm 35, and the thought of having a kid, I go, but a teen mom, I couldn't do it. I've got so much to live for.
Wait, you were 25?
I was 25.
That's young.
I called my mom though as if I was 15, just nervous wreck, like I gotta break some news to you.
And how'd you take it?
She was like, "Okay, you're 25, so maybe you'll get your life together now." And she was right. I did.
This is what you needed.
It is what I needed.
She's actually like, "This is what I've been praying for."
Yes.
So, amen.
And that was another thing I was gonna say I was grateful for, was a praying mother, because as much as I disliked all the changes she made when we were younger, because I was just so feral. As an adult, I look back at all the things that, just going through so many things, and I'm absolutely so happy that she was always praying for me. And there would have been times she didn't think it was working, but I learned from every single thing I went through. So I would say they definitely worked.
Wow.
And I'm always grateful, that she planted that seed in us when we were younger. It took a while to take hold of us, but I'm so glad it did.
What was her reason for we're going to church now?
Probably these kids. She probably needed some help. She said that she was struggling. She was really struggling. And, my dad really was just nowhere. He was just not helping in any way. And I think that one day she said she drove by the church in the little small town, and she felt like the Holy Spirit told her you need to go there. You need to get in there. And as much as I disliked it, they did play a huge role in helping us out when we were growing up. I went to college for a softball scholarship. Would not have went had it not been for softball. And my first glove came from a lady at church.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So there were so many different ways that ended up having a huge impact on my life.
That's
so
beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm glad she did. She went all in though. I don't think she even knew how to handle changing everything. So she just went all in. So there were some things that I think could have maybe gone a little differently, but for the most part, it was probably the best thing she ever did for us.
Is your dad still not in the picture?
He calls me sometimes to let me know he's not gonna make it.
Get out of town right now.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Hilarious.
Okay.
He does that it's an
oh my God,
ongoing
that's
thing.
so funny.
Obviously at some point that's going to be true.
Yeah.
But it's he'll call to check in. I think as he's gotten older, he's gotten a little bit more regretful, of not being around as much. He gets really sad, and it makes me feel sad. I think it's important I learned that you have to look at your parents as people.
Yep.
And not just your mom and dad, right? And so at some point I took it upon myself to actually learn about what his childhood was like, what his life was like. And it absolutely explained so much about what he struggles with.
Yep.
And I think that's a good thing about our generation is like, we're kind of right there in the
therapy.
middle. Yes. And we learn more about, instead of just hating them, which I
humanize
did.
them.
Yes.
Humanize them.
And, you know, he was abused heavily when he was younger, and he wouldn't hurt a fly. He's the sweetest man, but he's extremely selfish.
Yeah.
And so, you know, being able to do that helps me to speak to him.
Yeah.
You know, and want, I don't want to just like have nothing to do with him.
Sure.
But there's a boundary.
Yeah.
You know? It's
100%. I get it.
You know.
Yeah, totally get that. That's wild. All right, let's jump into some Mattitude and gratitude. Now, we talked briefly, like, oh, that's a Mattitude. But Mattitude is, you know, that thing that gets on your nerves. Mm-hmm. What is it that gets under your skin that makes you go, ugh, I'm in a bad mood. I got a bad attitude, and this is my Mattitude. What is it?
I'm in perimenopause, so.
Girl, say it.
So, I mean,
say
what
it.
doesn't? But like, I feel like there should be categories like marriage Mattitude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Driving Mattitude. Traveling Mattitude.
All of it.
I will say right now, in my home, the thing that makes me want to murder someone is the sound of my husband's feet sliding across the floor.
Not picking it up while
he doesn't pick his feet up when he walks, so it's just.
And does he wear house shoes?
No, it's his bare feet. So it's
it's
skin on wood.
It's skin.
It's skin on wood.
Okay,
and it's sliding, and that's
interesting.
That makes me very angry. And there's so many things that he does, but I will say this one. This was kind of I don't know. This was not supposed to be controversial, but I said it online, and people really did get very angry. When people, I'm big on common courtesy.
Yeah, duh.
Think of others. You know, when I'm out and about, I'm thinking I don't want to ruin your day.
Mm-hmm,
you know, when people leave their buggy, which would be a shopping cart in other places,
I call it a buggy.
Do you really? Where are you from?
Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. Me too.
So when people leave their buggy in, not just in a parking spot, but just sometimes they leave them nestled in between other cars.
Can't stand.
The amount of people who defended this,
I was shocked. What was their defense? Honestly,
girl, well, I have my kids. I have multiple kids. I'm not about to put my kids' life in danger to go put a shopping cart away. And I was like,
how is it in danger?
What kind of desert land parking lots are you going? Like, you park near the cart if you can, but if you can manage to get them in, I'm sure you could figure it out. I mean, I always did, you know, or, you know, put them in, lock the door, put the cart up, go back.
Yeah.
How far away did you park?
Yeah.
But yeah, that really makes me angry. As a matter of fact, someone even took it a step further not long ago, and they parked their car in front of the cart corral, like the cart corral took up half. You ever like think you're gonna get a space, but you pull up and it's a cart corral?
Yeah,
well,
they said,
took the
well,
space.
I'm taking it.
They were like, I'm taking the space. They were probably fully a perimenopausal woman as well.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm done. Tawanda, I'm parking in the, you know. So that made me yes, Texas.
It's from Fried Green Tomatoes.
How hard do you relate to her? Have you watched that recently?
No.
I obviously
it's
loved it as a
such
kid.
Good movie.
It's so good. I loved it as a kid, but then watching it in her position, I was like fully relate to how I'm like, yes, girl, hit it again, hit the car again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Okay,
no. She has a breaking point and runs into a car.
It's a movie called
Fried Green Tomatoes.
Fried Green Tomatoes. You've got to watch. Okay, so
I know of the movie, but I don't know it.
Okay, well, the main lady is fully in perimenopause, and she's having a nervous breakdown every other day.
It's Kathy Bates, right?
Yes, Kathy Bates, and she's at a shopping center, and she's looking, and she's been looking forever, and she can't find a spot. A guy finally is pulling out. He waves at her to let her know, take my spot. And as he's pulling out this way, a little buggy car. What do you call them? They're called buggies?
Yeah, like a little sports car,
those little itty bitty bugs.
VW bug,
not buggies, bugs. Swoops in and takes her spot.
And it's this young girl. It's all like
two young girls, and they're all sassy about it because she's like, hello. She's so nice. She's always really nice too, which gets us because we're so sweet. And then people push you up. They walk in, and she just looks up, like you can see it. Her eyes glaze over, and she's like, Tawanda. And she just rams their car, puts it in reverse, rams it again, puts it in reverse, just keeps ramming.
And she's got this big old clunker of a car that's like getting not very damaged at all.
Yes. And I mean, have you not always...
were the girls watching it happen?
They come running out, and they're like, oh my gosh!
Because they had already like walked in, and then they come running out. And Tawanda is a phrase that she learns earlier in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So she looks at him and she's like, sorry, girls, I'm older and I have more insurance.
Which is so good. It's such a good burn.
It's so good.
Such a good burn.
It's so much better to watch that movie as an adult, especially like in this age of life, and movies like Parenthood too. Have you watched Parenthood?
Not recently.
Okay, that's a great one.
Okay.
Especially like as a parent, watching it again, it's so much funnier. But yeah, so I fully understood how she was feeling, because I didn't ram the car when they parked in front of the crowd, but I did pile like 6 buggies behind the.
No, you didn't.
And I felt so good about it.
That's really good.
That's funny.
That's
yeah,
really good.
and then I got home and I felt a little convicted, and I was like, well, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late now. Well,
I had a moment.
forgive me,
Sorry.
Lord.
So I guess that could be that's one for sure. Like that one, that gets me. That really makes me angry.
Yeah.
Two people going in a row at a 4-way stop.
Oh, yeah. No, wait your turn.
Yeah, I'm the
Yep.
worst version of myself in the car for sure. And I'll be listening to praise music. I mean, like I'm really singing praise, and but I lose it, all of it, every 5 seconds.
Yep.
That's probably a good thing about being on a tour bus, is you don't see all
That I'm not driving.
all the angry things.
That I'm not in
Yes.
charge.
All the angry things people would be making you
Yeah.
feel. But yeah, so that's
Wild.
fun.
That's some pretty good attitude.
I feel like
Yes.
it definitely makes me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and very relatable.
What's your
100%.
attitude?
And I'm mad at the people getting mad at your attitude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm like, no,
Like,
you're
this
wrong.
is
Put your
not
buggy away.
controversial.
Calm down.
Some people
Yeah.
were like, well, I have a handicap. And I was like, well, I'm not talking to you. Like, obviously.
I have a handicap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, besides you, everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, park your drivable
I do
Little
have
park
a,
thing.
I have a good attitude
What is
right
it?
now.
Do it.
And this is me and Danielle have been talking about this over the past couple of days. But first of all, Alex, can you please bring me a tissue? Thank you so much. I can feel my nose starting to run. I'm like, if I have a glycerin nose, a glycerin nose.
We're just right up under there.
Yeah.
Do you find tissue?
Thanks, Alex.
Probably from it being like 30 degrees and
That's
then
what I'm saying, like,
65.
it's
Switching. Yeah.
Yeah.
The weather, and then I come in to like the heater, and I'm like, up, there
Yep.
she goes. There she goes.
There she goes again.
Hey, I like it. Okay, so my attitude right now is men on Instagram
Oh, no.
who have the audacity to comment on a woman's appearance when they just look like death in the face themselves, or they know they look like death in the face themselves, so they use an avatar image instead of their own image. But they want to be in the comments talking about like, ooh, you ugly, ooh, you this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sir,
They always look the same.
look in the mirror.
Which then caused me to post, well, at least I'm not scared to show my face.
And then what happened?
He changed his profile picture to a picture of himself.
And it wasn't any better.
And I was like, got him. Got him.
Okay, because we're speaking of a specific incident, obviously. And this guy was trying to like talk about, oh, you ugly or something, right? But his profile image was an actor.
Yeah, Rami Malek
Was Rami Malek.
as
And then
his character, Mr. Robot.
so Danielle says, whatever, and you're
Well,
do you
he's-
do you moderate?
I sometimes have to calm down because I get a rush of hitting him back. I'm like, oh, you want to be mean? I'm going to
be meaner.
make a really funny comment. I try to be funny. with it.
Yes,
To
Alex.
add to this, we were at a concert last night, and Danielle, I look over to the left, and Danielle is on her phone, and she goes, "Look at this one." And I'm like, Danielle, the show is starting.
He's like, can you
Let's have
please
fun.
stop?
Let's have fun.
And I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him.
Well, it hits you in the worst moments. and
It
you
does.
gotta-
It does. So this guy, so he comments and he says something like, because it was a clip from our podcast, was going viral, and I'm not even the one telling the story, but I make a comment in the story about this is why I'm single, and so all the men are going in on my comment of that and being like, no, you're single because you're ugly or whatever, and I but he said something like, he's like, cause you're not cute or whatever. And I commented and I said, well, you're not Rami Malek.
Because that was his profile,
profile
And he
picture.
changed his picture.
And then he says, you mean Mr. Robot? I'm like, this guy don't even know his real name.
And I was like, oh, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. And so I don't remember what I commented. Or I think that's when I commented back. And I said, well, at least I'm not afraid to show my face. And then he changed his profile picture to a picture of himself and then made some other comment like, whatever, good night, Shrek. And I was like, okay. So then I commented back and was like, oh, profile picture change. And then like did winky face. Like,
I think
gotcha.
you should change it back.
I win.
I think you should change it back. Yeah.
And then he said, and then I said, and then and that's the other thing is I'll keep going until I get I'm gonna get the last word.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. That's what got me. That's when I was like, oh, I know he's baiting me into wanting the last word. I was like, I gotta let this go. And I did, in the sense that more people started commenting other things. And I was like, well, I'll just move on to this one now. Because someone else
started a new fight.
The concert's over.
Yeah. Everyone's like left the building. And because they were also commenting about like, oh, women podcasts. And I was like, I know, we got to get more microphones into the hands of men. Am I right? And and so then someone else commented this morning. I commented, and I literally, when I commented, I went, I got to stop.
You like that?
I gotta put
what was
this
that little
down.
meme of that girl who gets so angry? And she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
I gotta stop.
She's like, I gotta calm down.
Calm down.
None of this is serious. And this guy did comment it, and he said, what a great story for the unemployed. And I think he meant to imply that we're unemployed. And I commented back and I said, oh my God, I hope you find a job soon. Good luck.
It'll suck you in.
And I was like, I gotta.
The first sign of something being viral is that you start. That's what happens.
That's what I told her.
Viral.
I said,
yeah.
I know this video's popped off because we're getting mean comments.
Yeah, it's like it reaches the wrong side of the internet.
Yeah.
And then it'll just steal all your joy.
Yeah.
My sister has this. She's like, I have to stay out of your comment threads. I'm gonna have a conniption.
Yes,
you are.
Because your sister will jump in too all the
my
time.
sister
She loves
fights,
to do that.
and I have to call her and be like, just don't, leave it alone. It's fine, but she'll pop off. I'd be like, just leave it alone. Who
Do you
cares?
read? Do you read them?
I
Like,
do.
you try to read them? Yeah,
I do.
Does it ever like actually really get to you?
Oh, sure. But
Yeah.
not the usually not the Instagram ones, because usually it's fans leaving comments. And even if it's like a not nice one, it's a stupid one that, who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
But the ones that get me are if I'm being misinterpreted or like seeing the wrong way, or they're taking something out of context that I said and making it seem like I said or did a certain thing, and I'm like, whoa, no, I did not.
Yeah.
Like those things bother me.
And they're usually pretty committed, even if you explain it. They're so committed on no, that's what you meant, and that's that bothers me too. I have to let that go.
I mean, I get that I look old now and stuff like that, and be like, dang, what happened to her?
Older than you were?
Yeah.
When you were on MADtv?
Yeah, what happened to her? Dang, she got old. Woo, woo, woo. And I think at
and you're like,
first
from 2007? Yeah.
It would bother me in the beginning, but then I'm like, yeah, I did get older. That's what happens.
Yeah.
What
And
happened
I
to
have
you
to tell you,
Exactly.
you look the same.
Well,
Honestly.
Thank you so much.
You really do. I don't know if it's just natural or Botox or what, but it looks
I
great.
do need some though.
I can't. I'm so scared of needles. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna have wrinkles because I have like one very deep one from being angry all the time. You know?
Sure.
So I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, you've given us a couple gratitudes already, but
I was like, we just did Mattitudes, but
but she gave.
I
us,
know what you're saying now.
I typed some of
previous.
them in.
Got it.
to
That's
some
right.
other ones, yeah.
But give me some more. Give me some more gratitude from your life, whether it's childhood or some that happened on Tuesday.
Okay. So this is such a weird one, but it popped in my head immediately. I am grateful for the steam facials that I get when I'm cooking ground beef.
Get out.
I hover over
Girl,
that meat.
my brain went to the day spa with you right now. I was there with you, and I was like, yes, I need one too. And then you said
Yes.
ground beef, and I said,
Yes.
pump the brakes. What?
That redirection, you know what I'm saying? And then also when I drain pasta.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the pasta one's a good one.
It is.
That pasta was a nice
Pasta
one.
facial.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I don't like smelling like meat or whatever, but it's great moisture. You know, it makes me, I don't go to the spa very much. So I'm like, this is nice. So that was one.
That's
That's serious. Like, that really is how I feel about.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of a sketch idea that you need to do.
Oh.
Okay, you go to the day spa, right? But all of the menu items are like
Cooking
mom
related?
facials, like things like when you don't
Yeah.
have time to get yourself to an actual spa. So where it'd be like our microdermabrasion facial, it lasts 90 minutes. It'd be like our ground beef with peas facial. This lasts 23 minutes, and something about like
98% fat-free.
all the details are going to be like, instead of like the ambiance of like this kind of like soft river music, it'll be the sound of children crying in the background.
Yeah.
And you'll briefly hear like
Yeah.
something
Your-
like that.
Your massage is done by a Tonka truck.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, if
Those
your
wheels
kids
We
are
just
can
perfect
do
roll.
an
for that,
add-on of
actually.
Tonka
Good
truck
Yes.
massage.
Yeah.
Lego
for-
fascia blaster.
Yeah.
Oh
There
yes,
you
the
go.
Lego one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
There's nothing more relaxing than going to a spa that sounds like your kids.
Yeah. That's good.
I've
I
gotten
like
pretty
this.
good at tuning them out. You know what I mean? The chaos that's happening in my house while I'm in the kitchen. As long as they don't bring it in the kitchen. If they bring it in the kitchen, I will flip out.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as it's just out there, other people, and this is the bad thing about the internet, and especially too because I keep it pretty real with the videos, and they will hear all of that and be like, "You're horrible.
Oh.
Cannot, you're not gonna stop, and you're not gonna go check." Like, no, I have 4. You know, like I know they're
will
fine.
check on each other.
Yeah, they're fine. I know the difference between an actual hurt cry
Yeah.
and a you're being a baby cry. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So when I know the difference between their fart smells. Like each one is very unique, and I know which kid did it.
Oh,
Like
wow.
one of them kind of smells like dirty feet, and I know that's the son. That's my son.
Uh-huh.
You know, so don't worry about me. I've got this.
Yeah, that's right.
So, so I would say I'm grateful for thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not always the case though. Sometimes like I will disappear from the internet
Because it's
sometimes.
getting to you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm losing my peace, and I find myself longing for simplicity.
Yeah.
And which is kind of sucks when your whole career revolves around, you know, content is king, and I just want to be like, I don't care. I'll just disappear and make sourdough.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't because my dog sheds and there'll be hair in it. And, you know?
Have you ever made a sourdough starter?
I know I have one in an Amazon box. I got it 2 years ago. I have not opened the box.
It is so difficult.
I've
tried so many times.
baby that
I
you
can't do
have
it.
to.
It's
What do they call it? Because my brother-in-law makes phenomenal sourdough. It's so delicious. Like he has the whole like the jar. What do they call it?
The starter jar?
the mother.
Yes, it's the mother jar. But there's a word for like the way you have to treat it every day.
Feed it, ferment
Eat it, pat it,
take care of it.
burp it.
Yeah, change its diaper.
You do have to burp honey and garlic. They call it
What?
burping. Do you know? Okay, you're not feeling well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this for the road. You get a jar and
Uh-huh.
you fill it up with cloves of garlic, and then you pour raw honey on there.
We do that with onion though.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
garlic and onion.
But what do you mean burp it?
They call it burping it because you have to just take the lid off twice a day for like the first week or two, so your jar doesn't explode. They call it burping it.
Oh, because it's fermenting, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned that off social media.
Oh.
I look. I did
Sometimes
not
it
know
is
that.
helpful.
That's not something passed down to me from my
Yeah.
Southern grandma.
Uh-huh.
At all.
Don't forget to
She
burp
ju-
your honey.
Yeah, she taught me not to smoke in the car with the windows up because the ceiling will start to come down.
Stop it.
And that's true.
Isn't it true?
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, that everywhere we went, riding in the car with her, every ashtray in the car, there was like 5 ashtrays in the car, would just be overflowing with lipstick covered cigarette butts. Yeah, and the seal, like the carpet
Uh-huh.
on the ceiling would be like drooped down, like touching the top of our heads
Yeah.
from her smoking in there so much that
That's
it just like
funny.
broke loose. Yeah.
Oh wow. That's hilarious.
I know.
These are good.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So what were we saying right before you said about making sourdough, and then
Thick
I
skin.
detoured.
Oh my gosh, how did we get there?
It was your thick skin and how
Yes,
you'll
thick
just get off
skin.
you'll just get off the internet and make sourdough.
Thank you.
That's
what
what
it
I
was.
would like to do, is disappear. And
Yes.
You sometimes
you
disappear.
know,
But when our career is this, I think the
Yeah.
same thing sometimes. I'm like,
do you?
I don't want to do nothing. I don't make no more videos. I don't make nothing. I don't want to post nothing. But then there's
Just
my
disappear.
career. And I'm like, oh, but I kind of have to feed the sourdough. Like feed your social media. You got to feed it
Yeah.
every day.
It can
And
feel
luckily
like
I have a team that helps me
Yeah.
do what I do. Thank God. I could not do this on my own. I wouldn't do it. But it is one of those where it's like, I'll do my Instagram stories and sometimes I'm on a roll and I'm like sharing my life and I'm giving my opinion about something and it's funny and people laugh and then they're sharing it and then I can see the views of how many people have seen this story. Back in the day when Instagram stories was first a thing, I would have like 50,000 views on my stories. Now I'm like, if I get 8,000 views on my stories, then that's like a regular day. And then if I had all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, why do I have 23,000 views on my stories? Like, what was I talking about that everybody's like sharing it all of a sudden, right? And so I'd be like, oh, okay, my stories are popping off. People like when I share my opinion and things, blah, 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 blah. But then I'll get in a mood where I don't feel like talking and I don't feel like sharing anything. And then it like has to rev back up. And I start sharing my stories again. And I'm like, oh, we're still at like 5,000 views. Cause it's like, they're like, oh no, we're over you now. You stopped talking to us. So we moved on to somebody else. And I'm like,
then it can start to feel just daunting.
Yeah.
You
like
know?
a task.
And also I want to get back to the point where when I am posting a video or uploading stories, that it's because I wanted to and because I really liked what I had to say and not just because I have to stay on the hamster wheel of, creating content and making everyone happy. And, everybody thinks it's so awesome to go viral, but it's like you go viral and the very next day, it doesn't matter. And they just want you to
What else
create more. And the algorithm used to be like that, where if you had however many fans, most of them were seeing your stuff. Now it's like they've put you in this situation where you have to keep creating or they will no longer show your stuff to your fans. And I've tested that a few times by just disappearing. Sometimes it's worth it though. I mean, when it starts to, my thing is I love being on the road so much but I really do hate to travel. I really hate that part. But it's really started to weigh very heavy on me having 4 kids at home, just all the things that I'm still responsible for because I am the default parent as well. I take just because I'm on the road doesn't mean I'm not taking care of everything. And so for me personally, I felt a lot of pressure for a long time to just show all the moms you can do it. I took my newborn baby on my 3rd tour. It was called the Baby on Board tour because he was breastfeeding, and so 3 months old to 6 months old, we were on the road, and it was one of the best tours I ever had. It was so much fun. I'm sure you love
I wouldn't do it without her.
So it's amazing. But we're in a situation where I got 4 kids. They all got things going on, activities, sports, school, and I feel like I did show everyone. I did enough, and now I'm like kind of in a season where I'm backing off a little bit. Yeah. Just to be in the midst of parenting. Yes. Yeah. And that's where all the good content comes from anyway. Yeah. So I've wrestled with that. Yeah. The social media stuff, I really wrestle with that because it doesn't bring me joy. Yeah. Being on stage and meeting people and talking to people, that brings me joy. The social media part does not. And I need to get better at not getting super mad at people. Yeah. Because I will get hyper focused on that same as you. And it does no good.
No, it really doesn't. Like, it's so fun in that like one moment of the whole like gotcha, got him, or whatever. Yeah. But then it's like, oh.
What did it make a difference?
No.
Are they going to be a different person when they log off? Or are they going to be a nicer
already
human?
went on to a different thread to make another mean comment to somebody else.
And you probably gave them what they wanted.
I know.
Attention. And then that comment's now at the top of the comments because it has the most responses. And
Whoops.
Bites you in the butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thick skin. I think growing up how I did prepared me. And this will be another one. So I think trials and tribulations are incredibly necessary in order for you to develop the character you're going to need for whatever it is that your calling is going to be, which you might not even know right now what that's going to be.
That's so good.
Yeah. But I think it changes your perspective on the hard times because when we're going through something, I stop and I think, what part of me is this trying to grow?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the reason is, but at some point in the future, there's going to be a part of me that I needed this struggle for,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And
Absolutely.
that's true for everyone.
Absolutely. And that's such a good reminder, even like in parenting, because I don't ever like to see my daughter hurt or sad, or like I want to protect her from all the things, but that doesn't help her. Protecting her from all the things. And Andy Grammer has a song that was like before we had Rosie, it was part of our playlist of like our baby's first day, and it was going to be the playlist that I played at the hospital. And we put his song on there, and the gist of the song is, I wish you pain. Like, that's how you're going to grow. Like, I know it seems hard to say, but I wish you pain. Like, and then he goes on to be like, I hope, I'm going to butcher it, but the gist of it is like, I hope people don't show up when you expected them to. I hope when you fall, nobody helps you get up. I hope blah, blah, blah. Like all these things that sound really mean, but it's all necessary in building character and resilience, and just, it's a part of life. And so we first heard this song and we loved it, and we would sing it. We'd be like, yeah, this is, life, woo woo. And then she's born. I'm like, no, I don't like this song. I don't want her to experience any of these mean things. So that's a very good reminder of like, it's a part of life that she needs. She needs to experience heartbreak and hurt and somebody being mean to her on the playground.
It's so hard for you too as a parent, especially wait till she's a teenager and you've got, girls can be brutal, going out of their way to leave you out.
Yeah.
Just saying really hurtful things. I have one who's just she's the firstborn. So she's just a perfect angel. Like, she actually does nothing wrong. But she's so kind, and so I'm so proud of her for not doing things she knows that aren't who she is and not what she wants to do just to fit in with the cool girls. But because of that, she's alone a lot. And I hate that for her. Like, it breaks my heart. At the same time, I love the person she's becoming.
Yeah.
And that is difficult, especially like, because I want to say something. Like, if I know that you said this about my kid and then I see you, I want you to know that I know. And that's really hard.
Remember that thing you said? I know about it.
Yeah. Like that movie, was it This Is 40, where she's like, hey, do you feel my breath? You look like Justin Bieber. Like, I think everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
Wants them to know. But my daughter begged me not to, so I didn't. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard letting them go through things. And you know what? I did not want to be that mom, because I have 3 girls, and then I got my baby boy. I didn't want to be that mom that the baby boy is the favorite. And it is hard. It is hard. He gives me all the love my dad didn't,
Oh, no.
He just loves me so much.
How old is he?
He's 4.
Buddy.
Yeah, he just turned 4, and it's been so different having a boy. Are y'all gonna have more? Do you want to have more?
We're too old.
Okay, yeah, I was too, but we did everything except use condoms and birth control. So we just kept going and going. Actually, I was a geriatric pregnancy with him.
Oh yeah. How old were you?
35.
Oh, you barely made the cut of geriatric.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I didn't mind. I was like, well, give me the handicapped parking spot then. Okay, like let's roll with this.
What do I get?
Yeah, call me geriatric, but give me the things that go with it. So that one was tough. That actually was a much harder pregnancy than the other ones were. I was pissy the entire time. And the birth was actually way harder as well. So I don't know why I'm telling you that.
No, I like bring it.
There was a
Give
reason.
us all the details. Yep.
That's the reason. I had to use a peanut thing.
A what?
Have y'all ever heard of this? It's called a peanut.
No.
It's huge. I don't know why they call it a peanut. It's shaped like a peanut, and he did not want to come out like at all because I had so much scar tissue.
Oh man.
And they put that peanut between my legs, and immediately.
What is it? It's like a
flew
suction
out.
cup or something?
No, it's like it just opens your hips, I guess. And so he just
is
like
that
broke
painful?
right
Sounds
through.
painful.
It was not pleasant,
Uh-huh.
but it did the job. It got
Yeah.
him to me.
They're like, you're dilated at a 2. How about a 6 immediately?
Immediately, right
Yeah.
now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was, and I think that's also, another part of like as women, like being able to go through so much pain and struggle, and it's like it doesn't matter because the end game is the baby,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it just in life too, the end game is like fulfilling your purpose in life. Like everyone has a purpose, and so whatever it is that's thickening your skin, maybe make a second to be grateful for it,
Yeah.
and ask
Sheesh.
for discernment to know
Hey, there it is.
what it is that
Yeah.
you should be grateful for about that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Shift my perspective on this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, get pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know. how
If
that
you've
was-
learned anything from today's episode, it is get pregnant.
Have you tried pregnancy?
Yeah, you tried it.
Give it a
It'll
shot.
teach you a lot. It'll grow you up real fast, So
Yeah.
yeah. But then, after that, finally my husband got snipped.
Oh, he said, we're not going to do this again.
Yeah. I just went and got the scissors out the kitchen. And I was like,
Goodbye.
You're like, honey, get in here for
It's
a
been
second.
fun.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been fun.
it took 4. It took 4 for him to do it though. What a baby.
He didn't want to?
Oh, in and out. He didn't have to get knocked out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He just had to have an ice pack on his
Right.
jewels.
But did he
for-
milk it and just
Yeah. I was
took
like,
the 3
"Oh,
days off of work?
Yeah. Just let me nap and sit around. And I was like, I
I
was-
had surgery today.
yeah, and then lifted 10 plus pounds like an hour later. You know what I mean? So yeah,
My
no more for
gosh.
us. We're done.
Do we have a voicemail today? Or not?
I do. I have some.
All right.
But I'll pay one.
All right, let's play one.
I hope you like it.
We're going to I hope so too. We're going to listen to a voicemail of a listener telling us what they are grateful for or mad about.
Do you want me to play the
yeah,
number?
yeah. And if anybody else at home listening, and you want to call us and tell us what you're grateful for or what you're mad about, what's giving you a bad attitude, your matitude, here's the phone number to call.
747-300-5380. Give us a call.
No, that's not Alex.
No. Okay. I hope this is loud enough for you guys.
Hey, how are you? Good morning. My name is Patty Diaz. I am from Inglewood, California. My gratitude is that I am able to go back to school. I am 50 years old. I am a mom of 3, a grandmother of 1, and I am just so grateful that I have the support and the finances to go back to school. I'm doing really well, and I am excited. I'm passing my classes. Yay me. And thank you so much for listening. But yeah, that's my gratitude.
That's
Have
so
a blessed
cool.
day. Bye.
That's so cool, Patty
Yeah.
Diaz.
I want to know what she's going to school for.
I know.
I need
That's
more
so
details.
cool.
I like that she said, yay, me.
I
Aw.
know.
And I was like, yes, yay, you.
She's got her
That's so
kids, she got her
great.
grandbaby, and she's doing something for her now. Good for
Yeah.
you, Patty Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom went back to school for a little minute. She is a teacher at the community college hair cosmetology department. She does hair, and so she's a teacher there. But I think she's technically like a teacher's aide or something because you have to have a degree
Mhm.
to be the teacher. So she went back to the junior college and started taking classes. And I remember we went to her graduation and everything. And it was so cool to see my mom go and go back to school, take some
Yeah.
classes and,
Mhm.
and experience that because I never did that. So
Wait, my mom was the same way. How old were you whenever your mom went back to
I
school?
was already an adult. I think I'm in my 20s, maybe 30s. I don't know. I think my 20s. I'm envisioning the picture that I have of me and my mom, and she's wearing her her cap and gown,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
trying to see my face, and I think I'm in my 20s.
Oh, what a proud moment
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
must be. Like my mom, she didn't go back to school, but she's had every kind of job you could think of. I think the only thing she hasn't been is a plumber at this point, but she was a hairstylist as well. And so I
cool.
grew up in a hair salon,
Yep.
mostly old ladies who like the poofy Q-tip,
Oh yeah.
curly gray.
Yeah.
And then she's owned a few businesses, and then she bounced around, and now she's in the real estate.
Amazing.
wow.
That's cool. I was my mom's guinea pig growing up, so I had a perm. She would color my hair. I did all the things.
We did glamour shots.
Yes.
Ooh, so
I look
fun.
ridiculous in those glamour shots. I think I had on a red leather jacket and a
Ooh.
red cowgirl hat.
Oh.
I was fresh out of softball practice.
Oh.
So my hair was all fluffy and curly. And I was such
Incredible.
a tomboy. I was so mad. I was like, please don't do this to me. She put red lipstick on me to match the things and, did the pose. And
Adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, before we wrap this up,
I
show
love
us
it.
what you brought.
Okay. I brought you a copy of both of my books. So
Look at
oddly
you.
enough,
Let me see this.
that's the first one that I ever wrote.
Oddly enough, standing out when the world begs you to fit in. Carolanne. How do you say your last name?
Miljavac.
Miljavac.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of my face on that book right there.
Uh-huh.
Probably would have done that different looking back.
I would have done that different.
God, I learned from that. And then this is the second one, She Laughs. And that one is all about choosing faith over fear and stepping into your calling. And it's full of humor. And I actually, the first one.
What a fun cover.
Thank you. It's not me. I know it looks like me.
Oh, I
But it's
totally
not.
thought that was you.
I probably should have just not told everybody that. But no, it's not.
Actually, it's her. What?
Yeah, but I love
Still a fun
bubblegum.
cover, though.
And
So cute.
it's a real bubble too. But yeah, they're both humorous and faith and humor.
That's beautiful.
I thought the first one was super serious, and everybody was like, "That one's really funny," and I was like, "Oh, that's not what I was trying to do." But okay. And I brought you a tour tee. So this is my last tour that I did. Just ended last month. And
Thank you.
yeah, it was
Let me see
super
this.
comfy and cozy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Relatable. Carolanne.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Cute. All your
Cute.
cities.
It was a
You
big tour.
are
I needed a break.
famous.
I told my husband, I said, I'm so excited. I said, this is gonna be the first person I've met that I actually like really grew. Like I watched her. I love her.
That's cool.
And I've met other people, but I never hardly know who they are. Like there was apparently a super famous UFC fighter at one of my shows, and I had no idea who he was. And so embarrassing. But I was like, I'm really excited. And he goes, well, just remember you're known too. Don't get in your head. And I was like, oh, you're sweet.
your husband.
You're
but he's
sweet.
true.
Thank
He's
you.
right.
Thank you. I
He's
appreciate
right.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was so happy to meet you because you really are. You're one of a handful of people that I consider to be influential in my own
That's
career
pretty cool.
as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that. And thank you for taking the time to come out here to our beautiful hotel room in Kansas City.
It's
Appreciate
gorgeous.
you.
Yeah.
And just thank you. And I have gratitude for you coming and spending time with us and sharing your stories. And we love that. And we'll tell
you.
everybody where to find you. Where's the best place for people to find you?
So my website's carolannecomedy.com, and whenever I have new shows, it'll be on there. And then all my Facebook's just my name, Carolanne Miljavac, and I should come up. Or
There it
I
is.
said all my Facebook. I love Facebook. I still love Facebook. I struggle with everything else. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Everything.
Yeah.
Carolanne. If you forget her name, just think, go into the
Go into the
light.
light.
Go into
Go into the light, Carolanne.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody, or listening in your car while you're driving to work or wherever you are. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.